Hi guys, so I'm filming this on my phone, so hopefully it's not too shaky, but I didn't feel like holding my big camera behind me. Here's what today's video is. I'm going to attempt to film this and we'll see how the footage turns out. If it turns out okay, I will definitely be posting this because I think it's something you guys might be interested in. But I'm feeling like my beauty room needs a bit of an overhaul. Like I feel like how I have things set up now, it's working, but it's not my favorite setup, and I feel like there will be an easier way for me to potentially organize this room. So let me kind of show you what I'm working with now so you can kind of have a sense for how things are set up and maybe what I think needs improving. All right, so I've kind of commandeered this very small bedroom upstairs for my makeup room. When I'm filming, this is kind of what you guys see in the background here, which is that shelf and those photo frames. I have this super cheapy IKEA table desk thing that I use to set things on. I apologize. Marty just got a new squeaky toy and he is going to town. Actually, you know, everyone loves a little Marty in their life. Let me introduce you to the newest addition in our house. This is Zoe. Hi, Zozo. She's our rescue kitty. We just got her from the shelter. She is settling in, getting used to being around puppies, doing a very good job of it. She wants me to come in and love on her. But Marty Party is super interested in meeting the kitty, aren't you, Bubba's? And Mo really could care less. So Mo is playing with the new toy they just got in their bark box. Okay, back to the room. So that is my setup for filming there. And then on this wall is where I have a long skinny desk that has been discontinued from IKEA. I've got one set of Alex 9 drawers in the corner, and that pretty much fills up this wall almost 100%. I have a couple other things in here that are practical, not related to my beauty space. One is a super old nightstand that I use to put the cat food on so the dogs don't eat it. And then the super awesome cat litter box in the corner there. So that is what I am dealing with in terms of space right now. And what I'm struggling with a little bit is that every time I want to film, I have to kind of scoot these lights out quite a bit, and then it blocks this entranceway through. So I'm constantly having to move my lights around every time I want to film. I can't reach my makeup very much, so if I forget to bring something over, I'm constantly having to like get up, hit pause, come over, grab something, bring it back to the table. And I'm just feeling like getting ready with me videos are kind of a pain in the rear end because I have to dismantle so much of what is over here to bring it over to here, to set it up, to tear it down and bring it back over here. So part of me is feeling like if I could integrate these two spaces somehow and have this behind me and this in front of me or some combination like that, then what I might be able to do is film get readies with me easier. I wouldn't have to move lights around every time. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to move everything around in here in such a way that I can potentially leverage this corner here for what I'm talking about. My usual plan with this, and this is what I usually do when I'm trying to figure out will things work for me, is measure off the space, measure off my furniture, and then go on with some graph paper and actually move things around. So before I'd actually spend all the energy of like hauling everything around the room, I actually want to see how it's going to fit to scale. So I'm going to do that right now. The other thing that I want to make sure before I start moving things around is this mirror here is actually wall mounted. So my husband actually went through the trouble to wall mount this very heavy metal mirror here. And so if I'm going to shift the positioning of any of this, I'm gonna have to do that with that super heavy mirror. So I'm maybe not looking forward to that so much. Hang on with me. I'm going to grab some graph paper. I'll kind of show you what I'm doing as I do it, and maybe we can come up with a new configuration. Okay, so now that I have all of my measurements for things here, what I'm gonna do is translate that, which is in inches right now, into an actual to scale graph paper here. So essentially what I'm going to do is I've decided that each square represents 1/2 foot, so 6 inches. Basically what the easiest thing for me to do here is to take each of these measurements, divide by 12 so that I know how many feet 98 inches is. And then because I've decided that each square is 6 inches, I'm going to divide that by 2 again. So essentially what's going to happen here, let's just take 130 as an example. So that measurement is 130 inches. I'm going to divide that by 12, and that is 10.8. And then I am going to go ahead and double that. And that means I have 21.6 squares for that length of the room. So what I'm going to do first is calculate all these measurements and then draw the room out on this graph. Okay, so here is my room to scale. So this is the door coming in, it opens this way. This is the wall that currently has my makeup stuff on it. I have this wall here. This is where my current cat food stand thing is. The door to my closet. There's a window back here. I didn't capture that, that's okay. And then this back here is where the cat box is, and then my backdrop right now for my filming setup is here. So my next step is going to be to take this second piece of graph paper and actually use the dimensions that are here for all of my desks. We're going to cut out pieces of furniture that I can then cut out with scissors and use to manipulate on here to kind of see how it fits inside the room. So same thing, going to take my measurements in inches, convert them into my squares down here, and draw them out here. Now I've got all my furniture pieces cut out here so I can move them around, and this whole activity took me maybe 20 minutes to do. I will admit I've done this before, so I'm kind of fast at it. If you're doing it for the first time, it might take you a little bit longer, or obviously if you have more furniture to measure, that will definitely factor into the time as well. But what I found is that 20 minutes that I spend here really allows me to play with this room quite a bit before actually physically going and moving the furniture and realizing after you've moved, you know, heavy furniture for a half hour that it doesn't fit the way you were thinking. So right now I'm going to go ahead and try and move things around and see how I feel. I feel like I want to try is actually leaving the bulk of my furniture the way it is right now. Right now, my filming table is pretty much here as you see it, and then I'm putting my lights and everything out here. Part of me is wondering if I just take my filming table and put it at an angle, leave everything else the same, if that solves my problem. I think it might. So I think that is what I want to try first. It's also the least amount of work. And if this works, it might give me a nice backdrop. I can pop a couple of my pictures up here on this wall again, and then have my desk and everything here. I don't have to move that mirror. So I'm thinking that might be a solution. The one thing I realized I didn't cut out and measure is my lights. I just want to make sure I've got good clearance on all sides for them. So that is one option. The other option that I am kicking around slightly is this. So putting the desk along this wall, I do not have room for my Alex drawers, and the drawers face out. They're more lengthy, so that's the drawers, the entrance of the drawers there. Popping those about like here, so you wouldn't see them on camera, but I could still reach around and see them. What I don't know is what the back of those Alex drawers looks like. At that point, I would probably put the, the side table with the cat stuff there. I would keep the cat boxes where it is right now, and then I would plop my filming table kind of like this. I'm not sure I love this configuration. So I think this is what I want to try, and you can see why this is valuable because I was very easily able to see what fit where without having to physically move all of the furniture around. So let's go try this. Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm a little hot and sweaty, so not my most attractive, but I did want to come on here and kind of show you the final room. What I ended up doing was skipping, filming, moving everything around. I just couldn't move the camera around often enough to show what I was doing. Plus the camera was getting in the way when I was trying to set it up. It ended up being a hot mess. So anyway, let me show you what I've ended up doing. It is very similar to the layout that I just showed you, plus or minus a couple of things. So let's check it out. Zoe is exploring. Hi, Zozo. Hi, pretty lady. You are the star of this show. Yes, you are. All right, so here's the room right now. So I ended up moving the sort of side table from the wall over there to here for the cat food, and ended up taking down all my pictures and everything on this wall. Litter box stayed over here in the corner. And then if you transition around, you can see my desk, trash can, chair, all kind of ended up on the same wall along with my IKEA drawers. But I've moved some things around. I'll show you that in just a second. And then here is kind of how I've positioned the table in the room plus my lighting. I'm going to show you a couple different angles here. So here is where my camera is going to sit, sort of facing that wall behind. So I'm guessing your angle of this is going to look something like that when I film. And so then I've just got my ring light here. I've got my two softbox lights to the side. And then I've got my big one that's kind of shooting some light on that IKEA drawer in the corner. Lots of cords. I probably could do something to clean this up so they look a little less ugly. So this is what I will be facing now when I'm filming. My microphone, my laptop, which plugs in, the windows off the side. The closet door still can open here. I've got plenty of room. Turning this way, I moved my lipsticks to the back there, kind of pulled the lamp to the front. I moved my two photos, so this one here and that one there that were behind me in my other filming setup, I moved them there. Where the succulent picture was used to hold my ColourPop shadows on my metal board. So that is here. I need to do probably declutter on these. I just feel like I have accumulated quite a few and I would like to skinny this down a little bit. Kind of rearranged my desk a little bit. This used to be on that end. I moved it down here because I just felt like it looked a little nicer in the background. And then I moved my little stacking acrylic drawers here that have my Project Pan makeup as well as my two drawers for testing makeup. Kept my tissue and my wipes up here as well as these are my eye brushes. I had a second face brush holder, but I just did a face brush declutter. And so I was actually able to fit it all into this sort of 6 holder container and kind of consolidate my brushes. So I'm feeling a little better because now I just have one container of face brushes, one container of eye brushes. This desk chair now can slide. We'll see if that seam drives me crazy or not. But I've got this mat down that I can just kind of wheel my chair in between my filming and getting ready. So this is the setup. Like I said, the only thing I have left to do is probably go through and do a declutter on my ColourPop shadows. And then once they're decluttered, I'm gonna hang that right here kind of above my makeup brushes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video and me kind of going through this setup and sort of reorganization of my makeup room. I hope you're having an awesome day. Talk to you soon. Bye.